America possessed a community of brilliant literary figures in the first half of the 19th century. Names like Emerson, Melville, Thoreau, and the man we credit with inventing the short story form, Edgar Allan Poe. Out of this rich landscape of early American literature, we have chosen a story by Nathaniel Hawthrone. It's called Rappaccini's Daughter, written in 1843, within a year of young Thoreau's stay at Walden Pond among the beautiful intricacies of nature. But Hawthorne was not really comfortable with the transcendentalists and their easy embrace of nature. There's a lovely garden in his story, but it's the creation of an overzealous scientist, a man who would manipulate others' lives, tamper with their souls, and that was something Hawthorne thought evil indeed. The author called his stories romances. They're like fairy tales in a way. This one begins in a province of northern Italy, as Hawthorne says, a long time ago.
Try the tavern.
Found lodging that is within my meager means, in an old mansion whose first master was immortalized in Dante's poem. Perhaps Dante once occupied my room. It is large, but gloomy. I know it will pass, but I am at present so heartsick. It is said one leaves a part of oneself wherever one has been. Now I know it is so. I am here, but my heart has remained in Naples.
Good evening, senor. You were a great scholar, senor.
No. But I hope to be one day. I fell asleep. The room is so quiet.
Oh, yes, senor. It faces the rear.
Are the other boarders students like myself?
There are no other boarders.
Really?
There's just myself and Emma, who helps me. It is very large as these old houses are, senor. I have all that I can do to keep it clean.
beautiful garden. Is it yours?
Heaven forbid.
Well, whose garden is it?
It is the botanical garden of the Signor Dr. Rappaccini.
Rappaccini. Why do I feel I know that name?
The doctor is a very famous man. I would not doubt that his fame has spread as far as to your Naples. Buonanotte, Signor Gasconti.
Buonanotte, Madame Elizabeth.
Beatrice. Beatrice. Beatrice.
I'm here, Father. Are you in the garden?
Yes, Beatrice. I need your help.
Yes, Father?
We have work to do, my dear. Look how this plant has been neglected. I can no longer care for it. You must tend it now.
Yes, my sister. Beatrice will care for you. Oh, yes, my love. And you will reward her.
Come, Beatrice. That will do. It is getting too dark for our work. We must retire for the evening.
stone heart of this cold city, I have discovered a veritable Garden of Eden, complete with Eve. Perhaps this will keep me in close communion with nature.
Who is it?
Senor, you have overslept. Will you eat now?
Yes, thank you. Well, one moment, please.
Buongiorno, Senor. Here is your food. You have slept well?
Yes, very well. No, no, don't open the window. Oh, the morning is beautiful. Emma, tell me about the young woman who lives with Dr. Rappaccini.
Who? The young woman, Senor?
Yes, I saw her last night tending the flowers. He called her Beatrice.
Beatrice. She's the daughter.
Emma? The daughter?
Si, Senor. Madam called me, Senor. I must go.
So you are the son of my old friend Vittorio Gascon. One day you will stand in that room and face the skulls and the medical faculty and me.
Oh, no, no, sir. I'm a student of letters.
Ah, alas. But we both, each in his own way, study mankind, do we not? You by the body of his works, I by the works of his body. You asked me about Dr. Rappaccini. How do you know of him?
The window of my room overlooks his garden.
So?
You know him, then?
I knew him. We were colleagues. I must give him his due. Dr. Rappaccini is a brilliant botanist.
But?
He is the complete scientist. He cares more for science than for mankind.
Doesn't that show a certain nobility of spirit? Are there many men capable of so pure a love?
Heaven help us if there were. And there are rumors of unnatural experiments. Hearsay, of course. All I am sure of is that the only things that claim his love are his plants.
Forgive me, Professor, but you must be mistaken. However dearly he loves his science, surely there is one thing more dear to him. His own daughter.
Aha. The cat is out. It is the daughter. The rarest and fairest specimen in the doctor's garden. So, you have seen the Signorina Beatrice?
Yes. What do you know of her?
Well, very little. Save that her father has taught her so much she could take my chair at the university. I will not ask if she is beautiful. Your interest tells me that.
You've never seen her yourself?
Nor I, nor any other.
Excuse me, Professor. Are you saying no one has ever seen her?
To my knowledge, she has never ventured beyond the walls of that garden.
Surely you don't mean never.
I do.
Never in her life?
To my knowledge.
But does her father keep a prisoner? She can't be ill. She seems the very flower of health.
Flower of health. That's very good. That is very good. Oh, come, my boy. Some wine.
Fiori, fiori freschi, non cari. Fiori, signor? Fiori freschi, non cari. Fiori, signor? Grazie, signor. Grazie tanto. Buonasera.
Buonasera.
Buona fortuna. Fiori, fiori freschi, non cari.
Give me your breath, my sister, for I'm faint with common air. Let me have this blossom to wear beside my heart.
Good evening, Signora.
Senor?
Signora, these pure flowers deserve a better fate than a scholar's musty room. Will you wear them, too, for the sake of Giovanni Gasconti?
Thank you, senor. I would return your gift in kind with this flower of mine, but I could never reach you. So, Senor Gasconti, you must content yourself with my thanks.
Giovanni Gasconti! I said to myself, what? Did I grow up side by side with the father, and shall I now let the son pass me like a stranger?
I ask your pardon, sir. I was lost in thought.
I'm relieved, but you had forgotten it. I was on my way to see you. I received this morning a letter from Naples from your father saying he had had very little word from you since he left.
You are my conscience. I had intended to write. I shall do so this very night.
And so shall I. I shall tell him that I saw you and that you are well. But tell me, my boy, are you well? Rappaccini. My boy, your life is in grave danger. You must quit your lodgings at once.
What?
Quit your lodgings, and if need be, Padua itself.
Professor, I must bid you good day.
I will not let you go until I have exacted a promise that we will avoid the Signorina Beatrice as if she were the forbidden fruit itself.
Signor Professor, you are my father's friend, and I want to show you every respect and deference. So I ask you, please, to let me pass. As it happens, you can lay your fears to rest. Rappaccini's daughter has been avoiding me. Now, may I bid you good day, sir?
Signor. Listen, signor. There is a private entrance into the garden.
What?
Madam must not know of this. Yes. A private entrance into Signor Dr. Rappaccini's garden. Many a young man in Padua would be very pleased to be admitted among those beautiful flowers.
Show me the way.
I see you are a lover of flowers, senor. How did you gain admittance to our garden?
I had hoped through your agency.
No. But I'm happy to bid you welcome. I suppose you could not resist a closer view of my father's garden. I do not blame you. If my father were here, he could tell you a great many things about the individual flora. My father's a great and famous botanist.
And you yourself, Signora, if what they say is true, are well versed in the botanical sciences.
Are there really such stories about me? Do not believe it, senor. I am no such prodigy. Though I've grown up among these flowers, I know no more about them than their colors and fragrances. Sometimes I wish I could rid myself even of that small knowledge.
Signora?
And you, Signor Gasconti, are you a student of science?
No, Signora. Of letters.
At the university?
Yes.
My father lectured there for many years. He left in order to devote himself to his researches.
In which you seem to be of great help to him.
I help him care for the flowers. There are those whose odors are too potent for him. He's in frail health.
Signora. I must make a full confession. I cannot accept your hospitality and false credentials. I did not come here because of my interest in flowers.
I know. Please, do not believe the rumors about my science, senor. Believe nothing but what you see with your own eyes. You must excuse me. It has become late. Good evening, Signor Gasconti.
For days now I have waited by the window, but she has not reappeared.
Finally. Senora Campagna, he said, are you teaching this class or am I? Why, you are, Professor. Well, in that case, he says, sit down and stop acting like an idiot. Bow down before royalty, you peasants.
Giovanni, why did you throw away a winning hand?
I'm sorry, Tommaso. I wasn't thinking.
Don't apologize. You're making me wealthy. Another hand?
I think I'd better not.
Oh, I don't think I can afford to lose you, Giovanni. Oh, you know the old saying, unlucky in cards, lucky in love. How is your luck these days?
Forgive me, my sister. You're pale. I'd almost forgotten you. I've been so... I've neglected you.
Signora. Where have you been these several days? Have you been ill?
No. My father forbade me to go out of doors.
Why?
He saw me speaking with you?
He does not want you speaking with me.
No.
But why?
I do not know.
How is it you're speaking with me now?
My father is not at home. If you board at Signora Elisabetta's, then you're a stranger.
Yes, I come from Naples.
Naples? What was it one author wrote? Alone among our great Italian cities, Naples, like Paris, is a capital, the rest mere provincial towns. Who was it that wrote that?
Some Parisian or Neapolitan.
Of course, we have our own wonders here in Padua. Have you seen the Giotto frescoes?
Not yet. Have you? Please sit with me. Why, you never lonely?
I have my work with the flowers. I have my books, music.
It is you, then, who plays? You play very beautifully.
You lie even more beautifully.
What is that piece you play? I'm unfamiliar with it, but it haunts me.
That is a melody of my own making.
It is so sad.
Do you find it so? To me, it seems peaceful, reconciled. But I promise when you are at home to play only happier chords.
Beatrice, may I see you again?
It is late. You must go now. My father will be home soon.
Tell me when I may see you again.
I do not know.
Tomorrow evening? Tomorrow evening.
If I can.
I'll wait for you by the window. You'll call to me as soon as he leaves.
Perhaps. You must go now, please.
Do you remember when I flung you the bouquet? You offered to return it with a blossom from this plant. Let me pluck one now.
Don't touch it! Never, never touch it.
Good morning, senor. Ah, another beautiful morning. Non è vero, eh?
I can't tell yet. My eyes are not yet open.
Santissima Madonna. Che cosa là? Your wrist, senor. No fingers could leave such a mark, senor.
I can now confess approaching that rendezvous in the garden with something akin to dread. Yet how unfounded. Never have I known eyes of such translucence. Through them her very soul appears to shine. And once having glimpsed such innocence, how can one ever again succumb to doubt or fear? When I am with her, I have a sense of unreality. I'm actually at the side of the being who has made my life a waking bliss. I have sat close to her and caught the heat of her breath on my lips. It has a sweet richness, like the exhalation of a flower. Yet we do not kiss. There are no kisses, but yet by all that's holy, I swear we love.
Do you ever wonder why it is only here that we meet?
It does not matter.
Are you sure?
I would only know what you would have me know. I would know and believe only what I know with my own heart.
What do you know with your heart?
All that I've ever dreamed of.
No, you mustn't.
Forgive me, I thought
No.
that you...
I wanted you to hold me. And... Giovanni, I cannot. Giovanni. Giovanni. It's past the hour. Why don't you come to me?
You are on my property, young man. Who are you and what business have you here?
We've never formally met, sir. My name is Giovanni Visconti, and...
Giovanni, I waited for you. You're as late as the shadows.
Beatrice, what place is this?
You know this is my garden.
I've never seen this part of it before. Where did your father go?
It is not important. You're here. I'm glad you're here. I've wanted you here.
Beatrice, I don't understand.
I have something for you. A surprise. Hurry, Giovanni. Why do you keep me waiting? Come to me, Giovanni. Come to me.
Here, my boy, drink this.
Professor, what are you doing here?
I was worried about you, my boy. You have been absent from the university for days.
Thank you for your concern. I assure you I'm quite all right.
Huh? And it's normal, this slow and stertorous breathing, the skin warm and slightly flushed, the husky voice? Pulse slow?
I'm quite all right.
Good. Then you won't mind my letting in some light. My dear boy, I am sorry. I was reading ancient history last night. I came across the most singular tale. It seems that Alexander, when he was conquering the world, was sent by a powerful Eastern prince a propitiatory gift, a beautiful maiden, as gorgeous as a sunset. But what especially distinguished her was her perfumed breath. It was like a garden of Persian roses. Well, the young Alexander was naturally smitten with this maiden, but his tutor discovered a terrible secret. This lovely, innocent girl was Mithridatic.
Mithridatic?
From the day of her birth, she had been nurtured with a deadly poison until it imbued her whole nature, until she herself became the deadliest poison in the world. Her love would have been malignant. Her kiss, death. Isn't that an extraordinary tale?
This is a dream. Please, this is surely a dream.
Then it is time for you to wake up, my boy. What is this fragrance in your room?
Fragrance?
Yes. It is sweet, but not entirely agreeable.
It must be your imagination.
Yes. It reminds me of Persian roses.
I cannot follow your insinuations.
I am not insinuating, my boy. I am telling you that that tale has become reality through the deadly science of Rappaccini and in the beloved person of your Beatrice.
No! This is not happening. This is still the nightmare.
No, my boy. Did I say there was no hope of salvation? The young Alexander was saved by men of learning, and so shall you be. Behold this little ampulla. One sip from it would render harmless all the poisons of the Borgias. Give it to your beloved Beatrice. It will cure her affliction. We will thwart old Rappaccini yet, won't we, my boy?
The fever has passed, and with it the nightmare. I've never looked healthier. I'm no pitiful flower to perish in her grasp.
Hey, Giovanni.
Oh, hello, Vita.
Oh, man. Where on earth have you been hiding yourself? Have you been in retreat? Have you been hunched over some illuminated manuscript like the good little monk you are? You don't look well.
I've been a bit ill, that's all.
Fiori?
Well.
Fiori freschi, non cari? Fiori, signor, fiori freschi. Ecco, per lei, fiori più freschi.
Are you, Fra Giovanni, to adorn your monkish cell?
Giovanni? Giovanni?
Yes, Beatrice. I'm here.
Beatrice. This plant, where did it come from?
Where did it come from? Why, here.
Here in Padua?
Here in this garden. My father created it.
Created it?
Yes. It was his child, even as I am. We are sisters. At the same hour I first drew breath, she sprung from the soil. The offspring of his intellect, as I am the offspring of his flesh. Don't touch it.
But why?
I can touch it because I grew up and blossomed with this plant and drew sustenance from her breath. With what consequences I think you have suspected and now know. My father's passion for science made me unfit for human love. Doomed me to live alone forever.
And was that doom very hard for you to bear?
Yes, but I did not know it. Not until the angel sent you to me did I realize how
Monster! And so you drew me into it, severed me from humanity, imprisoned me in this nightmare.
Giovanni!
Now I am unfit for human love. You're the only person in the world my breath will not kill. Oh, I wish it might.
What are you saying?
Fate, queen of hell. You've doomed me. Made me a thing as loathsome as you are.
Perhaps it is true. I am the horror you describe. But why do you chastise yourself? You have but to leave the garden and return to the world beyond the wall, forgetting there ever was a Beatrice.
Will you still play ignorant? Behold, the gift received through love of angelic Beatrice.
No. No. For the love of God, for your life, you must not kiss me. God in heaven. Now I see it. Oh, Giovanni, it was not I, never. I only thought to love you and be with you, then let you go your way.
Beatrice, this vial contains an essence that will free us from your father's power. It is an antidote, distilled of blessed herbs. Beatrice, it will save us.
An antidote?
We must drink it together and be purified.
Give it to me, then. Let me drink it first. You must wait before you drink.
But Beatrice...
My daughter. Pluck a blossom from your sister and give it to your bridegroom. It cannot harm him now. He stands as far apart from common men as do you from ordinary women.
I never wished to stand apart.
I know, my child, and you don't have to now. I have made you a companion. You need never again be lonely. I have made you an eternity of happiness.
An eternity of happiness? Never to leave this garden?
Why, lad, this garden is Eden.
Rappaccini.
And you are its Adam and Eve. Nothing can separate you now. Nothing can harm you.
Beatrice.
What is it?
Beatrice. The antidote.
Antidote? What have you done? Poison was her life.
Beatrice. You knew this. And yet you drank.
I wanted to be loved, not hated, not feared by you. Giovanni, was there not from the beginning more poison in you than in me?
My daughter.